have you had your bike?
Oh, I just bought it not long ago. Only used it on 4 days so far.
It's second-hand.
Yep. Hopefully it doesn't break down afterwards.
It broke down before?
Yeah. Second time I used it, broke down along KPE, and I had to tow it all the way to the motorcycle shop.
But it's fixed now, right?
Well, that's what the shop said. They've already fixed the air filter and the fuel pump.
Hello?
Siti,
Pa,
where are you?
just had dinner with my friends.
What time are you coming home?
About 11? My friend will take me back.
Okay.
Okay, Pa.
Come, let's go. My bag's just there.
Thanks. Want a glass?
No, beer is good enough, thanks. Are you okay, bro?
I gotta go toilet.
Okay.
Here, put this on.
Okay.
Hey, Michael.
Yep.
Not feeling too well. Going home first.
Sure, don't worry about bill. I will settle it.
You're a good man. See you.
Okay, bye.
Come.
What's he trying to do?
What is it?
There's a van behind us. He's going right and left and right again.
Looks like he's drunk.
Dangerous driving. I better stay out of the way.
What's wrong?
Something's wrong with the throttle.
Okay. Do you want me to get down?
Yes, please.
Hey, what's the problem?
Maybe you should call for help.
Maybe I should.
Oh no!
What happened?
Thought I saw the van hit someone.
I'll drive closer. You quickly take down the number. Make it quick. Have you got the number? Call the police,
Yes.
quick.
Hello?
Police emergency hotline?
Yeah, my friend, Siti, just met with an accident.
Do you require ambulance to your location?
Yes.
Okay, may I know where's your exact location, sir?
I think it's PIE towards Tuas.
Okay, can you give me a slightly more specific before or after any exit?
After Changi South Avenue 3.
I'm sending an ambulance down with an officer. I need you to stay calm, sir.
Siti.
Medic, go ahead, Greg. No response.
She suffered severe injuries and there is no more pulse on her anymore. Pronounced dead at 2341 hours.
Okay, noted. Tengok Papa. Standby one case of fatal RTA pronounced dead by paramedic at scene. Can you please activate forensic and investigator to the scene? Over.
Officer, what happened?
A hit and run accident. The deceased, a young woman. This young man was the deceased.
I'm Senior Investigation Officer Jimmy from Traffic Police. Are you okay?
Yeah,
Could you tell us what happened?
my bike broke down halfway and I had to stop. I have to stop.
Okay.
I was on the phone calling for a tow truck when suddenly I heard a loud bang. And then when I turned, I saw a van going past. And then saw my friend on the ground.
Siti!
She was very badly injured and she didn't respond.
Do you see the van's registration number?
No, it happened so quickly, I didn't get to see it.
Scratches on the motorcycle. Have this vehicle examined.
Yes, sir.
Sir, that was HQ. I just got a call saying that we have a witness and we saw a van and a registration number.
Okay, let's go track the driver. What have you found?
I checked our database. The van is registered to an air conditioning company.
And?
The company is closed for the day.
Are there any traffic violation records?
Yes. I have the particulars of the driver who was summoned previously.
Great, let's go check it out. Look!
Sir, the registration matches the report given by the eyewitness.
Look at the damaged windscreen. Edwin,
Sir.
inform forensic and make sure no one touches the vehicle.
Yes, sir.
Nazir, let's go get the driver.
Yes.
I'm Senior Investigation Officer Jimmy from Traffic Police. Is Mr. Koh Ming Boon in?
Is something wrong?
We need to speak with him regarding an accident.
Yeah. Who's that?
It's the traffic police. They're looking for you. What happened?
Sir, are you Koh Ming Boon?
Yes.
Could you please step out of the house? Sir, where were you at about 11 p.m.?
I was driving home from a pub in East Coast Road.
Did you drive past PIE towards Tuas near Changi South Avenue 3?
Yes.
Did anything happen?
No. I was driving and I heard a loud bang. But I checked all my mirrors. Nothing happened.
Sir, have you been drinking earlier?
Yes. I had a couple of beer and a glass of red wine.
So I'm going to conduct a breath analyzer test on you. Have you ever taken this test before?
No.
Okay, so this test is very simple. All I need you to do is to place this tube into your mouth, blow out constantly, do not stop until I ask you to stop. Is that clear?
Yes.
Place in your mouth, take a deep breath, and blow. Thank you, sir. Look at the results, sir. Okay, so you have failed the test.
Mr. Koh Ming Boon, you have failed the test. We have eyewitnesses who saw your van involved in a fatal hit-and-run accident. We are placing you under arrest for causing death by negligent act.
You stay with the children.
Zubaida,
Yes, sir.
have you informed the next of kin?
No, sir. We're still trying to contact them.
Have you gone to the flat?
Yes, sir, but no one answered. Several phone calls have been made trying to get them.
We need to inform them as soon as possible. Let's go down to the flat again.
Okay, sir.
Yes?
Morning, sir. I'm Senior Investigation Officer Jimmy from Traffic Police. May we speak with Mr. Jalani bin Osman?
I am Jalani. Anything wrong?
Bang? Who is this?
Traffic police.
Yes. What happened?
Mr. and Mrs. Jalani, this is about Siti Fatana binti Jalani. How is she related to you?
She's our daughter. What happened to her?
May we come in, please? Sir, ma'am, I'm sorry to inform you that your daughter was involved in a road traffic accident earlier. She sustained serious injuries and unfortunately, she passed on at the accident scene.
What are you saying about my daughter? Huh?
I'm so sorry.
In this case, two types of linkages were established. Firstly, from the van to the scene and also from the deceased to the van. The damages on the van were mainly on the front as well as the left side of the van. The windscreen was found to be cracked. The mirrors were found to be missing as well, and the vehicle lights were broken. And on top of that, the paint was found to be cracked and there were missing paintwork on the front of the van. This particular part here was recovered from the van. It was actually the frame of the broken vehicle lamps. And these fragments were actually recovered from the scene, and we could actually link it back through physical comparisons and physical fitting. So from this evidence, we could see that the edges could be matched perfectly. The fact that these fragments that were recovered from the scene could be linked back to this particular part that was recovered from the van actually shows that the van was actually at the scene, and this is a very significant type of evidence because it can show that this was the van and there was no other van that could be involved.
This plastic fragment, which was recovered from the van, was examined under the microscope. Fibers were found to be fused onto this region of the plastic fragment. This is very significant as fiber-plastic fusions demonstrate a very strong impact between the deceased and the van. Here are some of the fibers that were recovered from the van. What I have with me here are the fibers belonging to the deceased clothing. So what I would do is to make comparisons between these fibers and to see if they are similar. And they were found to be similar in terms of its microscopic properties, such as its dimension, its color, and also other properties such as its chemical composition. This was the clothing that was worn by the deceased at the time of the accident. The white smears on this fragment was examined and was found to be similar to the material of the white polka dots.
From fiber evidence, we could actually show that the deceased clothing did come into contact with the van, and in this case, the fact that there was fiber fusion into the plastic parts of the van showed that there was a very strong impact. Based on the plastic fragments, we could also establish that the van was actually at the scene.
Koh Ming Boon was charged for causing death by negligent act. He was sentenced to an imprisonment term of 6 months and disqualified from driving for 8 years.
My daughter, Siti Fatana, is only 25 years old. She was young. She got a long way to go, but she was taken away quite sudden. She haven't fulfilled her life, but she was taken away due to the accident. A very joyful girl, responsible daughter. The gem and the jewel of the family. She was the spokesperson for the family. She liked to, very enjoyable. She liked to organize family gathering, and a very joyful person. But she gone very early in her life. Okay, this is my late daughter's room, and these are the pictures that she last hang and arranged this way. It never been touched. It's like that all the while after she gone. And just to show you, these are the last picture that we take together, that we spend our time taking the Singapore Flyer. This is my daughter, Siti Fatana. My message to all the drivers and the road users in Singapore. If you want to drive, don't drink. You can go party and enjoy your life. Please don't drive.
When the officer told me that I actually killed someone, I was totally shocked and I couldn't believe it myself. So it really hurts me that I actually killed someone. It really hurts me both physically as well as mentally. If the family of the deceased are watching the show right now, I'm really very sorry for what I've done, and I want to apologize for what I did, that I took away the life of your daughter.
This fatal hit-and-run accident happened around midnight. Our investigation was aided by the vehicle registration number provided by the two witnesses. The biggest challenge we had was racing against time and tracing the driver before the runaway vehicle could be repaired and evidence destroyed. At the same time, while meticulously combing the scene for evidence and tracing the driver, we have to relay the news of death to the next of kin at the earliest possible time. This is always the most difficult. It has to be done with tact and sensitivity. It is never easy to face the outbursts of grief and disbelief over the sudden tragic death of their loved one on the road. Drink drivers are a menace on the roads. Many innocent lives are lost because of their irresponsible behavior. Drink drivers must also note that if they are involved in accidents and/or are incapable of having proper control of their vehicles, they can still face drink driving charges, even if they have less than the prescribed legal limit of 35 micrograms of alcohol per 100 milliliters of breath. We would like to remind all motorists that drink driving is a very serious offense. The penalties are severe. If convicted, you can be disqualified from driving for at least 12 months. Your driving license will also be invalidated. First-time offenders can be fined between $1,000 and $5,000 or jailed up to 6 months. Repeat offenders can be punished with a fine of up to $30,000 and a mandatory jail term of up to 3 years. Repeat offenders may also be caned up to 6 strokes should death or serious injury be caused.
Okay, Mr. Khoo, don't mind stop on the left for a check.
Okay, and blow. Get out. Okay.
Be responsible. Do not drive to drink so that you will not end up having to drink and drive. Here are some accidents captured on CCTV cameras, highlighting that safe driving is every driver's responsibility.
It's the time of the year again where friends and family get together to enjoy the festive chirp. As you go about your Christmas and New Year shopping, popping champagne and singing Auld Lang Syne, be aware that criminals might be on the prowl to spoil your party. So here are some ways to protect yourself and your property. Do not leave your handbag, wallet or mobile phone unattended in public places, such as on a table at eateries or in a shopping trolley. Avoid placing your wallet in your back pocket. Sling your handbag in front of you, ensure it's fastened or zipped at all times. Also, avoid carrying large amounts of cash with you. Have someone accompany you when you're withdrawing a large amount of cash at the ATM. Be wary of strangers loitering around the ATM when making a withdrawal. Conceal your notes quickly before leaving the ATM. We all love our children, so for their safety, refrain from adorning them with excessive jewelry as they are easy targets for criminals. Criminals may strike to commit outrage or modesty in both crowded and quiet places. Especially for the ladies, here are some ways to protect yourself. Be alert to your surroundings. Where possible, move away should a stranger stand or sit unusually close to you. If you suspect you are being followed, stay calm and go to the nearest crowded area. You may also call the police for help. As much as possible, try to move around in groups and stay close to your friends. You should also avoid walking through secluded areas alone, and if you are going home late, have someone escort you. If you are ever molested, shout for help and call 999 as soon as possible. Don't be a silent victim. Finally, on behalf of Crimewatch, I wish one and all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Have fun and stay safe.
We've come to the end of this season of Crimewatch. If you have any feedback, do drop us an email. This is DSP Teo Ziming signing off.